well, the agency. I know you've probably seen maybe like
I'll be here.
a few of these. I'm not gonna go too in depth to the features. I'm just gonna kind of talk about
Everything okay?
Little Seoul
Stay
in
safe, boss.
particular. And some people might be, some people, just saying, might be concerned on the quality of Little Seoul, but I'm here to assure you that Little Seoul is fine. Alright, uh, prior to this, I actually completed the Dr. Dre contract. It's absolutely amazing. The Dr. Dre contract is great. I mean, it took a lot of work. Like, if I were to count the missions, like 12 or 13 missions, I believe. 12 or 13 missions in total. Uh, in the end, it's a payout of $1 million, and I'm sure all the other VIP contracts are. And if you just now got an agency, then I believe how I did it is I kind of just did a bunch of security contracts. Uh, it's on the computer. I just did like one. Actually, I did 2 security contracts, and then I got
What's
that
up,
call
boss?
about Dr. Dre. So if you're wondering about that's how you get that.
I'll be here.
Also, for those of you who like collecting media sticks, this is just a little thing I found out. So if you want to get like the Dr. Dre media stick, you actually have to complete his contract, and it'll be lying right on top of your desk. See, I already picked it up, but now I can listen to Dr. Dre on or in my car. So yeah, it's gonna be like located around this area on your desk. So that's there. But on to Little Seoul itself. Now, there are 4 locations for agencies. And if you're wondering, yes, the agency I would say is pretty worth it. Like, that's the overall, statement, I guess you could say. Most people either buy properties like this for either the glamour, the amount of money they'll make, or possibly both in my situation. I got both, because that's what I wanted. But yes, this
Looking
place
good,
does
boss.
fill the categories of both glamorous
Stay safe, boss.
and it can make you some money. Like, you'd probably be better off doing a heist if you want to make millions, but if you really want like a story experience and kind of like not having like if you're not really like a heist person who like takes like everything in like the huge bites and like they just like doing it kind of like little bite all the way, then yeah, I think the contracts are kind of you know what I mean, and they're like the less long version of heist, and they're how am I say a lot more rewarding than heist, I'd say. So yeah. Also, might I note that if you get some challenges, it gives you a couple hundred K. So in the end, you have at least 1 million. But if you get a couple challenges like I did, see, I had like 11 million before I did this, and I think, yeah, it gave me so much more than 1 million. Like, if you guys actually, like, do all the challenges, they'll give you hundreds of thousands of dollars on top of your million. So the $1 million thing really isn't too accurate, because it will give you money along the way.
What's
And
up,
per
boss?
mission, it will
I'll be
give
here.
you at least, like, per mission, and there's like 12 or 13 missions, it will give you at least, at the minimal, $10,000 per mission, and like couple hundred K every now and then if you get like a few challenges or something, like doing it once or something, not restarting. I mean, I believe I did get a few of them, but yeah, it will give you more than 1 million, which I believe is actually pretty good for like a single contract. Security contracts, start out like with like minimal 20,000, and then up, like depending if you do more security contracts, you can like I don't know, I haven't done that many security contracts, but I believe you can go up to like a couple 100,000, and that's actually pretty useful. Certain situations like customizing a car possibly, or whatever you plan to do. So yeah, that's a little bit of an overview of all that. So anyways, on to Little Seoul itself. And Little Seoul is located in the city. Also, all four of them are. And might I just say that all four of them are relatively close. Actually, three of them are right next to each other, which includes this one. And then the one that's not really too close is Hawks, whatever. It's Hawks
Anything I can
something.
do for you, boss?
I don't quite remember the name, but it's like next to the casino. And I don't know. You might
Stay
wanna.
safe, boss.
Okay, so here's something that if you might have not learned already, which you probably should know as a basic thing of buying properties in this game, is that usually, actually all the time, the inside of the properties at different locations doesn't change. The inside will be the same according to what you want to customize for each building. It is purely the location and the outside look of it, if any of you care about that, considering these buildings, or specifically these four buildings used to just be static buildings that were just standing in the air at one point before the DLC. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you want that, but yeah. Also, the bigger question is this the new
Everything
Office?
okay?
Like the new version of The Office. And I know everybody, like, The Office is a pretty iconic property. And, like, everybody has to own it. I mean, it allows you to start Hero Serve. I mean, it's there. I mean, wait, okay. What YouTubers? What's the YouTuber? Okay, I know there's a YouTuber who always starts his videos, like, in his office because it's like, filled to the brim with money. I forgot who it was, but okay, who was it? Who was it? Give me a second while I search that up. Oh, yeah, okay. I finally figured it out. Okay. It's The Professional. I keep on forgetting that guy's name. So The Professional usually starts off his videos like sitting in his office, chair in the office. And so that just kind of shows how iconic The Office really is and how much of a role it really plays in GTA. And would I say this is like the upgraded version of The Office? Because, like, it's what I thought at first before buying this
Looking
place.
good, boss.
I'd say no.
Stay safe, boss.
Reason I say no is because, yes, it is pretty nice, yes. But to say it's an upgrade would be to say that it's like exactly like The Office, but just better, I would say. I don't think this is better than The Office. I think this is, like, they're tied pretty much. I can't really decide which one's better. I can't decide because this has a lot of overwhelming features, but the ability to become a CEO is like the most overwhelming feature that really kind of like tips the balance there. So, like, if The Office didn't have the ability to, like, give you CEO privileges, then I'd probably say this place, but plays like a really big part in doing anything really in this game. So I would say this is not the new office, I'd say. I would say that this is a separate property from the office. No. Even though this is the only other thing on the website. Yes, they're very similar, but I believe this comes with its own abilities, and the office comes with its own abilities. Is this place bigger? Yes. Is this place's garage bigger? No. The garage, pretty big, but I don't think you're ever going to need that much space anyways. And as you can see, I have the power and money style. You get 2 assistants, which I think is pretty nice. It also gives you a free, what do you call it? Agency Super Volatile. And this is actually a Pegasus vehicle, and every single time you use it, it's free. So, like, unlike the office, no hate to the office, but you don't have to pay for this one. So, basically, actually, if you want to, you can call the Agency Super Volatile through Pegasus and put it in your hangar and, like, customize it. So, essentially, it's getting a Super Volatile for free. So, a Super Volatile comes with a property, and I don't know how useful a Super Volatile will be, but, a Super Volatile, you can paint anything, so I guess it's good for, like, rich role plays. I don't know, like, whatever you want to use it for. But it's a free Super Volatile. That's really all there is to it, which I believe is a pretty nice feature. Personally, I bought accommodation. I bought the Armory. That's why I got the cheapest location, because location mattered the least to me personally. That's why I got this place, because I just completely maxed it out with everything I could possibly get. It comes with, well, I bought my accommodation. Okay, let me see. I'll take you there. All this, like your office and stuff, come with the place. You don't even have to buy anything with it. So, yeah, up here, go to the 3rd floor. There is your armory, and then your armory is located right next to your, like, hackers little area.
Hey, boss.
Amani, right there. And then right next to the hackers, again, on the opposite side of the room from the armory, is the accommodation. Well, part of the accommodation. This is an arcade machine. These are the arcade machines. And here's, like, the big accommodation. How do you say it? Accommodation. Yeah, the big accommodation. And what I really like about this is people always like the office kind of like for its view. This takes view to like a whole new level. Like you can see everything from here. The windows are everywhere. Like there's nowhere that's not like filled up with light pretty much. So if you're like really a person for views, this is I'd say for you. This has a lot of views. And then here is the bed, the accommodation. Comes with this painting, TV, everything. A what looks like a Franklin style kitchen. If you go to Franklin's house, you might see something identical to this. Franklin style kitchen, Franklin style like closets. They're all similar to his house.
Chop is probably the smartest thing in this place. Oh.
Okay, that's kind of mean. But yeah, I like how they all talk. I mean, by the way, Chop's here. I mean, Chop's just a great feature to tie the knot. That's what you're really interested in. Chop's pretty good. I have no clue where Chop is. He's probably in the armory. Oh. By the way, I just forgot. Okay, so. Let's actually explore the armory. I just walked right past it. Okay, so what's cool about this is that in most other properties, like the, what do you call it? Ooh. Oh yeah, by the way, it has like med kits and stuff over here. In most places, okay, in most places like with gun stores, like if you buy a gun thingy, it usually only comes with this, like this little thing right here. Like this is the only thing you see when you buy like a gun shop usually. But this is like the first place to have like a fully decked out room with stuff. Before, like it was just like a single stand with a bunch of stuff on it. But this is pretty maxed out. You have your gear here, and what the cool thing about this is it's the first gun place that besides the gun store itself that you can actually buy all of the equipment. Here you can buy the gear, and you just pick up like med kits and stuff. And yeah, you can look at all this stuff. It's pretty cool details. And if you come to this guy right here, he can get you any gun. And I believe, yeah, he can give you discounts on stuff. 12% discount, so I believe some of them have like better discounts than others. But yeah, discounts. It gives you discounts. I mean, that's pretty cool if I do say so myself.
So what you looking for?
Guy right here, he gets you pretty much everything you could possibly need. What's cool about this is that also your friends can also use this gun store if they do not wish to have to pay the full price at a regular gun store, or if they're just like in your agency and just want a weapon and don't want to have to go to a gun store. So this is a major, I wouldn't say a major money saver, but if you consider yourself a person who buys a lot of weapons, it's going to have a considerable effect on your money, and you know, any discount's a good discount, so you know, why not take it? So yeah, that's the whole gist of the Armory. And the vehicle workshop I haven't actually used, but I have seen videos on it. And vehicle workshop can actually, it's like pretty much every other vehicle workshop. I would compare it to like the standard, like, what do you call it?
Everything okay?
Standard auto shop. I'd compare it to the standard auto shop. You know when you buy an when you first bought the auto shop, or if you ever did, it came out kind of like grayed and like not so good. It's the equivalent to how that is. So it's like a standardized auto workshop, basically. That's what it is. So it is still pretty nice. It's definitely nicer than a LS. Than an LS, but LS Customs, definitely nicer than LS Customs. So, yeah, that's the quality of the vehicle workshop. Also, they added the, what do you call it? They added the no lock-on feature, or the anti-lock-on feature, and basically it's a feature that costs like 300k, but it stops missiles from ever locking onto you, and I don't think you can just use it infinitely, I'm pretty sure. So if you're interested in the auto lock feature for your vehicle, then yeah, that's probably cool. I don't know whether or not they use it in any other auto shops, but I do know confirmed that if you own an agency and you have the workshop, that you can install an anti-missile lock-on system for like 300k, which I think is pretty cool. One other thing you can also do is, I can't believe it, but you can actually make your car remote controlled. Yeah, any car remote controlled. Pretty much any car remote controlled. So if you want a remote control car instead of driving it yourself for some particular reason, you can go ahead and do that. I mean, pretty cool feature. Don't know if you want it. I would recommend the anti-missile lock-on system. I don't know if it works anywhere else besides here, but I do know it's confirmed to work at the agency. So now that we have talked about all those subjects, let's talk about pricing. Okay, so pricing, I would say this is a pretty good deal. I mean, Little Seoul is a quality area, I'd say. It's pretty, I don't know. There's not like a certain location like during missions that you need to be close by, if I'm saying. And most people will buy the Hawick, or most expensive one, thinking, wow, this is close to the casino, that might be useful. In reality, being close to the casino really only serves personal use if you go to the casino a lot and just like don't like being far away from it. But yeah. But in terms of like actual work in the contract DLC, you're not gonna really need to go to the Diamond Casino like anytime. I actually did go to the Diamond Casino once in one mission in the Dr. Dre contract, and that was in the, what do you call it, the Triads last mission. The last mission you have to do for the Triads on their copy of Dr. Dre's phone. Spoilers. But yeah, that's like one mission. So if you want to be next to the casino because you think it'll help you in contracts, it most likely will not. It only serves personal uses being next to the casino. So that kind of, talks about that. Let's talk about Little Seoul. Little Seoul is located... I actually think that Little Seoul is pretty close to most of the places you're going to have to go. That's what I think. And my reasoning for being that is, many times there's like been a pickup location or something, and you see like that parking lot down there, going first person with the orange car in it. In one of the missions, you have to go to a checkpoint and pick up somebody, and they're like right there. So like there's hardly anywhere to go, and it is conveniently close to a few of them. Not to say that's the whole purpose for purchasing this. I'm just saying, considering buying the cheapest location really wouldn't be an outrageous idea considering how good it is for the price. Now, I am a person who prefers the interior other than the exterior. Well, because the exterior doesn't really matter in this game. And so I bought everything. Like, I got Little Seoul, and then I bought every, like, thing on the inside and stuff. And that went up to, like, 4.1 million, I believe. So if you got 4.1 million, that might be the best decision. I don't know. Now let's talk about like population density here. I don't know this is not geography, but let's just say that the population density here in Little Seoul might be a little bit concerning for some people who like don't want to be around other people too much. I don't know. Let's see. Let's just say, for instance, which I don't really know, there's like 17 people per hour go to Little Seoul. Actually, that's really wrong. But about 8 people per hour are at Little Seoul. 5 people per hour are at the other two agencies, and then like 10, or actually 9 people or 9 people per hour work at the Hawick agency, or go to the Hawick agency. So this place is generally going to be popular for its cheapness. So if you don't really like it because people are already around it so much and you find that annoying, then you can go ahead and get a different location. But there is a really non-expensive, free option to solve that problem if you're just wanting to do contracts and make money. Start an invite-only session. As you may or may not have realized by now, I am a CEO in an invite-only session, and they've actually made an update to the invite-only sessions saying that something along the lines of you can actually do like every or close to every SecuroServe thing you'd normally do in a public session. So, I mean, I did every single one of my almost every single one of my contract missions. When I figured out that you can do your missions in the invite-only session, which I just now recently figured out not too long ago, earlier today, then that's when I started doing it invite-only. So that fixes your problem of the population density, just in case you were concerned on that matter. I don't know why, but yeah, I believe I have covered everything for this location. If there's anything else you wanna see or anything else you're concerned about, just go ahead and make a comment or something. Yeah, I always look at my comments, so if there's anything you need to see about the agencies, or if there's anything that you think is important about the agencies, and for those of you who are watching this live, which most of you will not, might want to rewind the video to see what I said previously, because I am just now going towards the end of the video, in case you're watching live. But for the other viewers who are not watching live, Here is the outside of the place. I'd say it's pretty nice. It's not labeled with anything like the secure server places. I mean, it's pretty nice. I mean, the outside doesn't really matter too much to me. I mean, you have an ATM machine just in case. Oh, wait. Yeah, just in case you're concerned about not having your phone, even though you always have your phone. Nice little accommodations area right there.
Hey, so
Ooh.
listen.
Get a call from
I
Dr.
just
Red.
wanted to say you and Franklin came through for me in a big way, and that's something that I will never, ever forget. And I guess you saw some of the demos I put out there, right? Just remember, you heard it first. Anyway, I'll see you at the studio, and just know that you've got my respect for life.
Alright. Got that quick call from Dr. Red. It's nice to hear. Alright, so we have come to the conclusion of the video, whether you guys liked it, not in me. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty nice place if I do say so myself. And yeah, any further questions or details about the property itself, make sure to say in the comments.